Okay, mad modelers, check this out. Do you hear that thing spooling up? Isn't that cool or what? This is the Hobby Boss 1/18 scale Hawker Harrier. I have developed a little tiny soft start circuit that works with an electric motor to get that to spool up. But before I divulge my secrets, I'm going to ask you to please like and subscribe to my channel. I am an ex-Air Force crew chief and I am on disability. I am trying to grow my channel so I get a little bit of extra income. So please help. Anyway, back to this. You might notice too, I have anti-collision lights. I have a nose wheel landing light. I have strobe lights. I have wingtip lights. Yeah, isn't that cool? All right, we'll shut that off for a minute. The lights are provided by this little unit right here. It is a Turnigy lighting system for RC planes, available through Hobby King. The power source is this 11.1 volt, 450 milliamp LiPo battery. The battery will be accessible through this top hatch, which will plug in at the front and snap in at the back, and then the rudder will keep it on. I have cut all of the flashing off the outside of this that was supposed to engage in here so that I can pull it off. If that doesn't prove to be sufficient in the future, I'll put on some rare earth magnets to hold it down. Anyway, so you're like, yeah, get to the point, Grant. You need to show us how you did that. Okay, out comes the engine. And here are the guts. All it is a transistor, a resistor, and a capacitor. That's all it is. And here is the schematic. I'm using an NPN power transistor, KD1414. It doesn't really matter on what NPN transistor, just as long as it's a TO220 or bigger, because it's going to have to handle some current. You don't want a little teeny thing. You really don't. They go poof. So the circuit is such: 470 microfarad, 35 volt capacitor, electrolytic cap. We have a 20k ohm resistor, the 11.1 volt battery, and I don't remember what motor I used. Unfortunately, I am sorry. If you get one that is like 1.5 or 3 volts, you can put a dropping resistor in line, and I don't know the value of that because I don't know your motor. I think I'm using a 6 or 9 volt motor. Okay, so 20k ohms is red, black, orange, gold, or silver. That's just the tolerance bands. At least a 1/4 watt, because it's going to have to handle a little current also. Anyway, that is the circuit. The rest of it is this little piece here. This I 3D printed. I'd love to give you guys the file, but I don't know what size motor you're going to be using. But I will tell you this: these fins need to be spaced to the point where they're not even with the blades. Or they are even with the blades, and that kind of gives it that whirring sound as it winds up. I mounted the components inside because once you clearance all this stuff out and make it pass through, it passes a hell of a lot of air. Believe me, it is really something. I can take smoke and it will draw it in from about that far away. So that's that. Please patronize my channel. There's a lot more than just this on there. I have an 8-year project I've been working on. It's a 1/4 scale Sopwith Camel. Most of this is scratch built. You'll have to go on my channel to see the cockpit, because it is a Well, it's gotten international recognition, all I can say. It's all scratch built. The entire cockpit is scratch built. So, yes, this will be a flyable model. It has radio control equipment in it, and I hope I can fly it this fall or next spring. Anyway, enough for now. Please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you later on Grat's Shop.